Welcome everybody. Today we start from the most beautiful country in the world. It's Brazil. Who doesn't know Brazil? The Federal Republic of Brazil is located on the continent of South America. It occupies half of its land area and is the fifth largest country in the world. Brazil has borders with all countries of the South American continent except for Ecuador and Chile. The republic takes the shape of a large triangle on the eastern side of the continent, with a coastline of 4,500 miles 7.40 km along the Atlantic Ocean. It is noteworthy that Brazil is the only Latin American country that derives its culture and civilization from the civilization of Portugal. Capital of Brazil. The city of Brasilia was chosen as the official capital of the Republic of Brazil in 1960. This decision came out of a desire to move the capital from Rio de Janeiro, the former capital of Brazil, to a more central location. Due to the increasing population growth in the inner cities, areas far from the Atlantic coast, despite its small size and recent existence, economic growth increased there. Geographic regions of Brazil. Brazil is geographically divided into 5 different natural regions distributed throughout the country. 1. Northern Guiana Highlands, extending along the borders with Venezuela, French Guiana, Guyana, and Suriname. This region is characterized by the presence of waterfalls, rivers, forests, and the highest point in Brazil. To the lowland Amazon region. The Amazon lands extend along the eastern base of the Andes Mountains, separating the Guiana Highlands in the north from the Brazilian Highlands in the south. The Amazon region is a major place for shallow, wetlands and lakes. 3. Pantel Basin. The Pantel Basin is one of the largest freshwater wetlands in the world, covering an area of 140,000 square kilometers. The wetland and swamp area in the basin is supplied by the Paraguay River, which floods during the rainy season. For Brazilian Highlands. The Brazilian Highlands extend from the north and west down to the lowland Amazon region and constitute half of Brazil's land area, which made it a major source of mineral wealth in the country, and its average elevation is less than 3,000 meters. 5. Low coastal lands. The coastal plains extend along the border of the Atlantic Ocean with Brazil. They are considered a small part of Brazilian territory. They reach a width of 200 kilometers to the north, and their area gradually narrows in the northeast until they disappear in parts of the southeast. Flood plains, swamps, and lakes extend along the coasts, and sand dunes. Tourism in Brazil. Brazil is one of the most attractive countries in the world for tourists, as it is characterized by its diverse and unique nature and the presence of the largest number of plant and animal species in the world. In addition to the presence of attractions bearing witness to the ancient periods and ages that passed through its land, and the presence of picturesque nature, such as white sandy beaches, rainforests, wild capitals, and tropical islands filled with coral reefs. Its most important tourist attractions: the city of Foz do Iguaçu, statue of Christ the Redeemer, Fernando de Noronha Archipelago, Lençóis Maranhenses National Park, Chapada dos Veadeiros National Park, Jinababu Beach, Mount Roraima, Brasilia Cathedral. Tourism in Rio de Janeiro. The city of Rio de Janeiro is one of the most beautiful cities in Brazil and one of the most famous tourist destinations in Brazil, especially for those who want to relax and visit picturesque natural places, as it is distinguished by its charming beaches, such as Copacabana Beach. In addition to many tourist places that attract tourists from different places around the world, and one of its most famous landmarks is the statue of Christ the Redeemer. Tourism in Salvador. It is one of the cities in Brazil located in the northeast of the country within the state of Bahia. It is considered a historical city that hosts many tourist attractions, including picturesque beaches such as Porto de Barra and Stella Maris. The city is famous for its many festivals and carnivals, so much so that it is called the City of Happiness, as the city's residents share their joy in these carnivals with the city's visitors and tourists from all over the world. Tourism in Recife. Recife is considered one of the most important tourist places in Brazil and is called the Venice of Brazil because it contains many beautiful water canals and bridges like those found in Italy. The city includes many tourist attractions, such as charming beaches, and is characterized by its romantic atmosphere and many celebrations as well. Tourism in Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo is one of the largest and most beautiful metropolises in all of South America, with a population of more than 22 million people. It is the modern and most populous city and center in Brazil. The city is known to never sleep as it has vibrant places in every corner, and the same applies to the economy, as Sao Paulo is the main financial center of Brazil. Tourism in Belo Horizonte. Belo Horizonte is one of the most beautiful tourist cities in Brazil. It was planned and built to be the political and administrative capital of the state. Although it did not succeed in doing so, this led to it appearing today as an organized and clean city. It is the capital of the state of Minas Gerais and the sixth largest city in the country. Tourism in Porto Alegre. Porto Alegre is one of the most prominent and beautiful tourist cities in Brazil. The city is located in the state of Rio Grande do Sul at the intersection of 5 rivers. It is also one of the most important industrial centers in southern Brazil and also has an important university movement. The city offers visitors a true and authentic Brazil experience, as its historic center is an unforgettable stroll with traditional buildings such as the public market opened in 1869 and the beautiful Talavera de la Rainha fountain. Tourism in Manaus. The capital of the Brazilian Amazon is a great choice on your trip to Brazil because it is full of monuments and buildings that reflect its history and commercial and industrial development. Manaus is a gem to discover, and the city is located in the middle of the world's largest tropical rainforest near the confluence of the Negro River and the Salimes River. The city is characterized by its traditional and picturesque streets. It is an ideal destination for travelers who like to get out of hotels and live for a moment in the reality of local people. Now enjoy watching the most beautiful and scenic views in Brazil.